Thank you, Jason, and thank you to all the attendees that are here today. We appreciate everyone's time, and we look forward to showing you how Vantree is redefining EDI for manufacturing and distribution companies. After working with hundreds of IT, finance, sales, and operation leaders, we found a common theme. EDI is often more of a burden than a benefit. Companies invest in EDI expecting efficiency, but instead they face slow onboardings, disconnected workflows, and a lack of visibility into critical errors. Many teams find themselves navigating multiple portals just to complete routine tasks, dealing with rigid systems that don't integrate well with their ERP, and struggling with unresponsive support when things go wrong. These inefficiencies don't just disrupt daily operations, they directly impact customer relationships, profitability, and employee retention. But what if EDI worked the way it should? What if your EDI solution was seamlessly embedded in your ERP, eliminating unnecessary steps and manual work? What if errors were automatically flagged and resolved before they became costly issues? What if your provider was proactive, flexible, and treated your business like a true partnership? That's the experience businesses are looking for. But when they don't get it, the consequences are significant. Chargebacks and supplier scorecard penalties erode margins, order delays strain customer relationships, and employees grow frustrated with systems that don't support their success. I'm Aguib, Vice President of Sales and Marketing at Vantree. At Vantree, we've spent over 3 decades helping companies turn EDI into a competitive advantage rather than a recurring challenge. Our approach is simple. Embed EDI directly into your ERP to minimize complexity and maximize efficiency. Then, automate error handling and data validation to reduce disruptions. And last, deliver a human-centric service experience with real, responsive experts who understand your business under a managed service model. We don't just provide an EDI solution. We build long-term partnerships, adapting with you as your business grows. Today, we're going to walk through how to handle a typical order-to-cash process, touch on error handling, and some neat back-office features that we have. Please keep in mind, as a full-service EDI provider, we do much more than that. We handle all aspects of the EDI journey between your users and your supply chain trading partners. We also have more integrated and non-integrated EDI transactions for procure-to-pay processes, serve other industries like automotive, and continuously evolve our product to meet market needs. What you see here is Vantree's EDI module, fully embedded within Dynamics 365 Business Central. This isn't just a basic integration. This is a seamless built-in experience managed entirely by us. These are your EDI dashboards, right on the homepage, giving you a quick view of the EDI tasks that need your attention. Just click on them and you're in. Now let's step inside and explore. Inside the Vantree EDI module, you'll see a clean, user-friendly interface. You have your inbound section where you handle all your incoming transactions, outbound section where you handle all your outgoing transactions, and the error section where you can quickly resolve any issues. With this structure in place, let's walk through how everything flows. For this demo, we'll be processing the following documents in bulk, but keep in mind that Vantree supports automation too. Let's kick things off with an inbound purchase order. We'll start by selecting all incoming purchase orders and importing them into Business Central. If automation were enabled, this step wouldn't even be necessary. You'd only have to handle exceptions. If you're still entering orders manually today, what I just showed you eliminates all that effort, reducing errors and saving you tons of time. Now let's move on to the outbound 855 purchase order acknowledgement by clicking on a sales order. Here, Vantree pulls existing data from your sales order and sends it to your customer. In the sales order, you can define 855 purchase order acknowledgement codes at both the header and line item levels, meaning the system fully supports partial fulfillment. Once you've adjusted the sales order for the 855, you can click on the tile, select and export, and at this point they flow through Vantree's connectivity suite. That's our cloud engine responsible for connectivity, mapping, translation, and validation. If any data doesn't meet trading partner requirements, it's flagged as a general error and your team is notified via email with a clear explanation of the issue. From there, you can correct it directly into Business Central or use Vantree's vSite portal to review, adjust, and reprocess. So if you're responsible for trading partner compliance, Having full visibility into these transactions means you're always in control. Now let's look at the outbound 856 ASN process. What makes this unique is that users can follow simple steps in Business Central to send out their 856s and print UCC 128 labels, all from one place. This is a big win for warehouse and operations teams because it streamlines the process and reduces manual work. For this demo, we'll walk through a one order to one shipment scenario. We also support consolidated shipments, ASNs, and standard pack and pack single pallets. Pick and pack is on the roadmap for 2025. To process the outbound 856 ASN, we will ensure the sales order is posted, click on the sales order, post the delivery, grab the latest sales shipment, click Actions, generate ASN, and then send to Vantree. And then you can download and print the label by going to Related, Sent ASNs, Reports, Download Label. The more predefined data you set up, like preferred shipping agents, unit of measure, and weights, the more automated this process becomes, cutting down clicks and manual input in the ASN process. That's why we support WMS integrations with companies like InsightWorks, so you can leverage the data coming from there to pre-populate all your shipment data. Lastly, something that we're working on in the future that really excites me is automatic label printing, eliminating one more step. Now let's wrap up with the A10 invoice. For the final step in the order to cash process, we'll post invoices for outbound 810s. Once posted, they appear in the outbound 810 tile, ready for export. We'll simply select the customer, bulk select the invoices, and hit Export Selected. Keep in mind, if you've set up automation for invoices, they'll be sent to Vantree's connectivity suite for validation automatically, meaning the finance team doesn't have to lift a finger. That wraps up the order to cash EDI process. Now let's talk about validation and error handling. One of the biggest concerns for EDI users is discrepancies between incoming orders and the data in BC. That's why we've included a tile specifically for documents that require validation, ensuring nothing slips through the cracks. In this case, this EDI purchase order has come in with an item with a price that does not match the BC price. In this window down below, users can select which price they would like to push through before clicking Create BC Order above on the left. For someone in customer service, having clear visibility into these discrepancies helps prevent negative acknowledgements and invoicing errors before they become a problem. Now, let's move on to errors. What you see here is a clean and organized interface for handling errors, broken down into critical errors, documents that have errors blocking export, and standard errors. Standard errors are the most common. These occur when there's missing information on incoming transactions, such as items, ship to addresses, unit of measure, or duplicate orders. Let's take these 5 documents in error as an example, who are in error because of a missing item. What we've done is built an easy-to-use interface to bulk correct these documents. You simply click on the extended bulk correction button, search the incorrect item, and replace with an item that already exists in BC. After, we're going to click Run Update, and what's going to happen is this tool will correct all incorrect items with the new item in Vantree's EDI module and successfully import and create those sales orders in Business Central. We're nearing the end of the demo. It's important to mention the efficiency of some of the back office tools. In the back office section of our EDI module, you have access to various screens to control automation, multi-company support, email notifications to internal colleagues, and more. You also have access to an audit trail to see which users processed which documents in case investigations are required. As mentioned on the top of the call, one of Vantree's key differentiators is our ability to adapt to your business. If there's something that you're not seeing here that we need to support for your business, we can support you through a per tenant extension, which is a small add-on specific for you that would extend our base add-on to support your customizations. And if you can help us drive our R&D forward, we are willing to co-invest with you. I'm curious, how does this compare to how you're handling things today? What do you think you need in an EDI solution to solve your EDI challenges? As we wrap this up, we want to thank you for your time, attention, and interest in Vantree. If you're tired of cumbersome EDI processes, poor support, and you're looking for a trusted EDI partner certified on Microsoft AppSource with 3 decades of industry expertise and is willing to tailor its solution for you, let's talk. Visit www.vantree.com and reach out to schedule a discovery call with us today. Back to you, Jason.